Our annual sale will get you the readiest. Book now for at least 20% off.
What's going on, guys? I'm Damaging, not RedCube Everything. I'm coming back at you with another match. Today we have True Uprising versus Rapture Esports. We're gonna go ahead and get into the match very shortly. Let's want to take a look at the bans real quick. You see Rapture banning Border Villa Coastline, and you see True Uprising banning Oregon Consulate and Clubhouse. And the map's gonna be Bank. A very interesting choice coming in from both teams, considering how Rapture's Rapture playstyle is typically focused more towards that fragging role. Bank is more of that, I want to say, strat heavy map. True Uprising, new team, doesn't really have that many strats, but Bank is considered a very strat heavy map, and you're seeing Bank being picked whenever both teams aren't necessarily focused on more of strats. I mean, Rapture is a really good team, don't get me wrong, but both teams are mainly focused, it seems like, on frags. Meanwhile, Bank is not really that frag heavy map or either at one time. But I'm gonna go and check, see if we got everybody inside the lobby. It does not look like we do. So look, we're gonna go take another quick 5-minute break. Maybe, don't know how long, to be honest. But go and get back to you, ladies and gentlemen, as soon as possible. Once again, I am sorry, guys, for this, but trying to get everybody in the game does not look like that's happening.
Everything changes.
Life.
Hi guys, my mic should be unmuted here. It looks like I have Discord as well. I'm joined here today, once again, I'm Damaging. Once again, I'm joined here today by Pro from Balance Gaming. We are bringing you True Uprising and Rapture. Pro, you want to say hi?
Yo, what's up, guys?
Hey, man. So, getting into this game, how are you feeling again with True Uprising, Rapture? You know, True Uprising being the new team. I think they're actually the bottom of the leaderboard right now. Cannot be 100%, with Rapture being, I think they're 7th. I'm not 100%, but how are you feeling about this, man?
I've seen nothing of True Uprising. I watch VODs for the boys, Balance, and I gotta say, we scrim Rapture. We're good friends with Rapture, but I'm gonna say I'm a little biased. I think they'll probably take it. I haven't seen anything in True Uprising, but I think it should be a good game.
Okay, well, I mean, you see it. You're seeing this. I don't want to say it's. Rapture kind of tends to have that more of a. I don't want to, say anything, but they tend to have more of a ranked-ish playstyle. But they still do revolve around strats very well. They're still really good. But you see, True Uprising, brand new team, hasn't really played the game that much. Actually, you see Rapture banning Vigil here. Do you think that that's going to come into a factor, especially considering they're playing on bank ball maps, or?
Yeah, Vigil Band's kind of odd. He's definitely a strong operator on bank, being that it's such a huge map, and that denial of drones is it's definitely a valuable pick. I just think that the main issue here is that Rapture definitely frag chasers. They're strong fraggers. They don't really revolve around strats as much as other teams do. They tend to kind of lean more into their firepower. And I think they're kind of at a disadvantage here because they have nothing to study as far as True Uprising comes, and so I think they should be able to surprise them a little bit here. We've got a 6-pick coming out, though. Castle to Pulse. Definitely should be able. We're going 2 Intel operators with Pulse and Valkyrie. And, obviously Echo as well. They're definitely looking to kind of have as much information as they possibly can against these guys.
Yeah, information's always very valuable in Siege, obviously, like you're stating.
Attackers need to locate and defuse.
Oh, I realize I actually have to spectate today. Not usually used to this. Yeah, they're really exploring the night.
There you go.
What is that?
Pulse, Echo,
Valkyrie.
Valkyrie.
Yeah, it's very
Bomb
important,
located
so you don't have the
by
mirror and you're going downstairs. It's
10
interesting that
seconds remaining.
Castle, this castle is always a very valuable operator.
5 seconds to go. Attackers recovered the diffuser. Attackers' objective is to defuse a bomb.
It'll be very
They
interesting.
are starting off on basement, so Castle is kind of hit and miss down there. Kind of interesting, being that they are. Looks like they're roaming heavy or not roaming heavy.
It's like all around.
I can just straight into the top floor though. Just absolutely no presence up top to stop that, and they're gonna have to give up an entire level of this map right off the bat.
See HUD. Hatch is being opened by the thermite. Nothing really happened though in this first few minutes. Nobody's looking
Really.
at
You see a murderer over here. Interesting choice with the SMG-11.
horrible. Though we do have some issues with the stream. Give me a second, guys. I'll try to figure out what is happening. I'm sorry. Huh.
They are straight down in top presence. Already frags. Rapture will be down to 2 minutes.
Attackers have located the bomb. Attackers activating the
True Uprising. Perfect. Already have site control, just fighting a pulse. But Wick being the absolute nut job takes one down. Really gets the second. No, lights him up a little bit.
Nitro deployed!
Yeah, but they were landing it, bringing it to a 2v2. Pulse gets the nitro.
Defenders have eyes on the diffuser. Attackers need to protect it.
See Kato, Z2, second 1v2 sustained bomb low down as Kato says with the wall bang onto Z2. That's first round going to True. Sorry guys, let me see what's wrong with stream. Is it actually that laggy? Huh. Ooh, looks like this is not that good. See if I can get this fixed real quick, guys. See if there's something I can do on my end while having to restart stream. Looks as though Streamlabs is using 50% of my CPU for some reason. That's never good. Let's see. Maybe... I think I know what it is, guys. Let me see if I can fix it without having to restart stream, because if I do, I'm gonna cry. But once again, this is a very bad thing on my part, but considering, you know, that round kind of went, I don't know, I want to kind of 50-50. 90% screen drop, dude? Okay.
Yeah, I would say True Uprising just hopped right down there. I mean, there is literally no top floor presence from Rapture whatsoever, and they were able to just breach Vault Hatch and just drop right in, and it just became a firefight at that point.
Yeah, looks like, I don't even know what's happened here, guys. I'm sorry. Looks like I got the CPU bug off of Rainbow Six, where it uses 100% of my CPU for some reason.
Worst comes to worst, I can always stream it.
Yeah, worst comes to worst, you can always stream it, but
We can just rehost.
yeah, that might be what it's have to come to.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
This is not that good, guys. Very sorry. Alright. Wait, it's stabilized?
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
Hold up, guys. I'm gonna make sure everything's alright. I'm sorry, guys, once again, dude. I got a really bad bug. No. Yeah, there's
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds to insertion. Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser. Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Drone up.
Stop worrying about grenades now.
It's alright, I'm right here. If anything, we might just rehost after this round. Rapture, once again, back to the basement. Looks like they did decide to put 2 players up top now. They've learned their lesson, hopefully.
The attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped. Attackers have recovered their diffuser. Attackers have located a bomb.
True Uprising seems to be having the exact same attack route, just straight back onto the 3rd floor, pushing down to the 2nd. They already have kitchen control. They're not being down the floor. Once again, just giving up complete top control to True Uprising.
Phone activate.
Looking down from the straight. Rapture just seems to turtle themselves in. I'm not sure what the strategy is here, but what? My feed is also frozen and choppy. Yep. Yeah, a little bit. There you go.
Remaining. Drop the diffuser. Attackers recovered the diffuser. 10 seconds remaining.
It just trained back.
5 seconds to go. Attackers activating diffuser.
Diffuser is down though. They have control of the Fluid server. Oh, and a team kill. He goes down. And Mag throwing the round for Rapture. Yeah, I have to say it's an odd choice to kind of run the standard ranked setup, but then also run 3 intel operators. I mean, no Mira, she's banned, but I mean there are alternatives to running that setup. I mean, you could run it with the smoke shotgunned out from the office and shotgun out both walls and throw over. I mean, you could have done a pull-up camera in there, but it seems like for all the intel that they had available to them as far as their utility goes, they just weren't using it. And again, like that top floor presence, they gave up immediately. They had nobody in server to contest. They just turtled themselves onto the site near the bombs
Defenders,
and just let them basically
from
walk
being
in and
abused
pinch
by
them every
attackers.
time. It seems like Rapture is just purely relying on possibly them out-fragging True Uprising. But True Uprising has, I mean, taken complete control and just has the ability to leverage them using the angles.
10 seconds to go.
Absolutely. Bank is definitely one of those maps that you can pull some tricky stuff on, as well as, there is kind of a standard way to play it, but I mean, Bank is such a versatile and massive map that to turtle yourself into the site almost just seems like a bad play.
Yeah.
They'll be heading up to CO now though, and it seems like they've got a rotation set up, kind of the same operator setup. They'll be trading that mute out for the pulse out for the castle now though, and the mute out for bandit. So we'll see if that operator change up has any effect on them.
Also considering the fact that, you kind of see True Uprising being the first team, this is a very important game for them to win, and it looks like if they win this game, that kind of like stimulates their position as being one of the best teams. Or sorry, as a like very potent team, and people shouldn't really have to worry about them. But how do you think this game is going to affect True Uprising?
Honestly, I think this game is, for True Uprising, it's kind of the show of force, it's kind of their maiden voyage into the league, and so a lot of the other teams in the league will definitely be looking at this VOD and trying to see, how they push and how they set up their defense. And the fact that Rapture is playing so basic against them is kind of surprising. Maybe they thought, that being such a new team, there's going to be strats against them, and that they could just, kind of, play to their strengths as players individually, but it's very obviously right now being 2-0, the True Uprising. Oh, what a shot through the triple. Just taken out by the goal. That is a smoke gone. That utility is so important at the end of the round. Bandit peeking yellow skylight for some reason when there's... And he will go down to the Zofia. Oh no. This is not looking good for Rapture this round.
It's not
a
Located by
5v2.
attackers.
And another one down. It's a 1v5.
That's how Table get 2, but will get picked off by Steve. No guys, currently I'm still trying to figure out the live stream stuff. I don't understand what's happening. Once again, I'm sorry, but I think I got it fixed. It does not look like it is. Wish I clipped something, but I can't. Yeah, there's nothing to clip, but I still thoroughly don't understand what's happening. I understand what's happening. I got the 100% CPU bug, but I'm still trying to figure out if it's possible to fix it, which I don't think it is. And if I were to transfer over to Pro, the game has the setup and overlays has reset up. The bitrate's just fine. It's the fact that the CPU usage is insanely high. If I do lower the bitrate of the stream, that's not the issue right now. The bitrate's fine. I'm getting the fine bitrate. It's the fact that the CPU bug I'm getting, it's using too much of the CPU, or my personal computer CPU, which I know it doesn't have issues. I personally stream on this rig all the time, and it does just fine. It's only whenever I stream. Now I'm guessing I don't understand. So I gotta figure out how to fix that ASAP.
Attackers need
Hopefully
to
it should be
locate
better.
and defuse bombs.
Rapture returning to the basement, this time with quite an operator shakeup. This time breaking out a Legion, a Castle, and a Maestro instead of the Pulse Mute and the... I'm not sure what the last one was, but quite a shakedown. 3 new operators. We'll see if this affects their strategy at all. Putting that Maestro cam up down in servers is such a powerful tool. Let's see if
10 seconds remaining.
I was gonna say, possibly, let's hope that they have some top floor presence this round.
5 seconds
Looks
to
like
go.
they're a little more ready, and definitely deciding to slow down the push with that Legion. His mind is just a great source of intel, as well as, it stops operators from sprinting and being able to ADS for a second. And so, definitely a little bit of warning before they rush the site. Being down 3 rounds though, Rapture is gonna need to make some serious ground up if they want to come out swinging on their attack round. And it looks like, yes, they've dedicated 3 operators with the Valkyrie and the Legion, and as well as the Castle up top this round. Deciding that they need to expand their defense a little bit. Valkyrie's in definitely a strong position on Marble Stairs. We've seen this position played by the likes of Eunice on G2 during the season finals. It's such a strong position to play because it denies that whole hallway and definitely adds a lot of pressure to the attacking team. Ashe though, straight in, and 2 more drop off on the hatch. They have complete control of open. So Legion is gonna whip some shots into the wall, and Thermite will trade back. No damage done to either girl. Valkyrie engaging, but Thermite will get the pick, even with her having the peek advantage. Legion will get one though, and it'll become free. True Uprising will move to the hatch, and they'll blow it. Thermite will fall right back off as soon as they go for the vault hatch. And he will, but it's soft. They've left the entire hatch soft. Mag on Legion just fighting for his life right now, pinched from almost every side, with barely any health left. He's joined by the Castle.
The attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped. Bomb located by attackers. Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Absolutely. You flexing, yes, dude.
held my hand. I was fine when you pulled me down. You said the stars would answer. You said our prayers were written down. I was fine when you pulled me in. We were forced to be human, and then the world came after, and I had never questioned it. And they said it was wrong. But we started it all.
Alright guys, looks like we're actually going to be getting back into the game finally. I know, right? Everybody's been waiting. Give me a second while I add the display capture, and we all should be ready to see this once again. I'm so sorry that you guys were not able to see the game, but now it looks like we're getting back into it. We are doing this through Discord, so things might look a bit weird while we get things figured out and set up straight. But as I think everybody's ready to get back in this game, so we're going to try to get it done as soon as possible. Once again, I'm joined by Pro. Sorry, everybody, for everything that's happened. Trying to make sure my mouse will move so you guys don't see, like, all the annoying things. I thoroughly do not know how to get rid of our pictures in the top right-hand corner, but you know what? We've delayed this game long enough. I want to go and get on through it, go and get the game set up.
We might have to rehost because they had an AFK.
Oh, that's, hopefully, he gets back in time, but, it would be interesting if you have to go through another rehost, guys. As always, though, thank you guys for sticking around. If you have, I don't know if you guys will have game sound 100%. Might not. Might just be us talking a lot. But there's, like I said, we're always trying to get things better here. Once again, I am sorry about everything that's happened recently. This is not like good representation of RCR6 actually truly is. If you're new, we usually don't have issues like this. Like I said, the main broadcaster got a really bad bug where it's where you get something called the 100% CPU bug, where Siege uses up 100% of your CPU, and then so it doesn't allow other processes to properly function. So now we're having to switch to a more thing where we got the Discord call going in, and this streamed off of Discord. I know it looks really ghetto, but we're gonna try to get it set up. Pro, how are you feeling? He does not look like he's here, so
I'm here.
No. I'm talking about the AFK on True Uprising side, which we might have to go back into another rehost. Sadly, we might. What? I'm kind of praying that we don't. Hopefully, gets back in time. Maybe not. But yeah, actually, it looks like you guys do have game audio. That's good. But the guy is AFK.
Yep. We might have to rehost.
Let's see how True Uprising wants to call this. Maybe not. Maybe they just want to play through. Hopefully, they want to play through. Don't. But you're feeling how you think Rapture's feeling right now, coming off the rehost? You know, it's really long. Do you think?
Hopefully, they took that little break to kind of reevaluate and talk out some of their issues, because that last round was absolutely vital for them to win. As you can see, they're 3-1 right now. I mean, hopefully they pull this out because they need to get that other round moving into their attack rounds. This has definitely been a rough game for them at the start.
Yeah, it's been a very rough game considering, like, you know, they've come off. I don't remember if the last game was the game with Disrupt or if it was this game that was game with Disrupt, but as always, you know, coming off a 6-0 is never really good, and especially going into this, you kind of want to win. So whatever, as Wick, they able to get the pick on the Scaboza, that's the thermite down, as Steve's able to hit a Goo Mine, might come out another pick on Whip.
Diffuser down in the hallway, Legion in a great position to defend it here with his Goo Mines. Looks like
there's actually the Buck get the pick on the Mag as Wick does take some damage. Might go into altercation with the Buck as Buck's able to get the pick onto Wick and Catalyst able to get the pick on the Hut. It's a 4v2 situation here. Sinister gets as Z2 able to get the pick on the IQ. That's bringing it back for Rapture. We see PS4 rotating down through the kitchen side. The attackers are really lost right now. However, if I was the defense here, I would be really scared.
absolutely. It looks like True Uprising has just set themselves up once again in a 3v1, complete top control, just mowed straight over Rapture.
As Catalyst able to get the final pick on the PS4, that's 4-1 in favor of True Uprising.
Even with an AFK, they'll take the round.
Ichi, I think the AFK came back in time. Hopefully, I'm not 100% there, but once again, I don't know if you're familiar with the new Pro League format. We did just recently switch to it, where we have, you can see it's 6 rounds on one side, 6 rounds on another. It's a best of 1 with 3 rounds overtime. It's first to 7. I hope the rules are set up correctly. I'm not 100%. Boring, turn game audio up. I don't think I can through this menu.
I think our options are choppy video or game audio.
Yeah, so we're gonna stick with choppy video for right now.
Don't worry,
no,
we will create the sounds for you, with the pew pews and the bang bangs. No worries.
Yes, if you guys really want the pew pews and the bang bangs, we have you. Once again, like I'm saying, I want to apologize one more time for this, guys. This is not typical how it is. It's Siege. It's nothing on the broadcaster's fault. Once again, sorry, this is not how RCR6 typically is. It's typically handled a lot more professionally, but we're gonna do what we gotta do. So let's go and get back into it. See here, we're at True Uprising being at a 4-1 advantage now. It could like 100% winning this half. This is not good for Rapture at all. But
absolutely, down by 3, they're gonna go ahead and return back up to CO. Personally, I thought that out of all their defense rounds, they did win 1 downstairs, but I think this has been their strongest one so far as their defense went. They seem to just work better when they're in close proximity, and the top floor definitely is the site to be able to be close to each other and set up those crossfires. However, True Uprising has just steamrolled them seemingly every round, just have taken the right control and then just been able to set up where it's, you know, they have the man advantage in almost every firefight they're having.
Yeah, I mean, once again, it's like coming down to the fact that without strats on Bank, especially without Amira, you can't really, the attacker's always really going to be favored here, even if the attackers don't have strats, because Bank is such like a map that you need strats on. It's really, like I said, I'll still say this again, it's really interesting the fact that they took him to this site, as Rapture had the option not to, as we do see the castle takes shots. We'll go down as the Bucks able to get the pick on the PS4.
Not even a minute into the round, and there's 2 guys down from Rapture. This is just not looking good for them in this half.
This is not the Rapture I'm used to. As we see, Season take some damage from the Pulse, as Steve actually will be down from the Pulse. I don't know where that is from exactly. See Mag coming on the aggressive on top of the west stairs, as Wick actually...
do have a Pulse downstairs.
It looks like he got that through the floor, actually. It's very interesting, as we could see a potentially dangerous link coming out from Mag of the Bandit.
They will go ahead and reset that IQ, though, so now it's a 5-on-3 once again. They do have that Pulse downstairs, such a strong position, but Bandit through the wall. My goodness. And once again, Rapture just down the man. True Uprising on a minute 30 is going to go ahead and get the plant down.
It's like here, Izizi actually has been down, and that will be Kyle second out, as Catalyst is actually going to be able to fall to Wick, as the Bucks able to get the pick onto the Pulse. That's a 5-1 advantage going into the second half for True
Rapture
Uprising.
has got quite a bit of work to do on these attack rounds. They absolutely are going to have to win every single one of them and send this to overtime if they have any hope of winning this game.
Yeah, I think, once again, guys, match point actually is next round. It's not this round. I don't know if you guys are used to the 5 being the match point, but it is actually round 6 now, this match point. It's first team to 7. So, you can't count Rapture out of this just yet. They still can't come out considering they have attack now. So maybe we might see, once again, True Uprising is a brand new team, so they most likely will not have that solid strats for Bank. And Rapture, like I said, they've been more of a developed team, so they could have better attack than they do defense. Be interesting to see, though. We do see here, though, the default lockers pick coming out for True Uprising. This is sort of the default pick, but without Amira, I would say it's pretty iffy, because typically you're wanting to go Archives, or you want to go CEO.
They will 6-pick over that Smoke, though, who's such a strong operator downstairs.
Yes.
Oh,
that was almost scary for True Uprising. What? They kept him?
Locate and defuse bombs.
They
You're-
will go ahead down to the downstairs, setting up. Interesting enough, they will be running that Mute and Pulse. With also, we're seeming to see a lot of Pulse and Valkyrie duos here in this match.
Yeah, which is always really good considering how you have the Echo Band and you also have the Mirror Band. You know, you typically want that more information, and your two operators on default onto is most likely the Valkyrie and the Pulse. It's just to see how the Valkyrie is bringing the Spaz.
It's a Spaz 12 wielding Valkyrie. I like it. You know, that's I'm excited to see what he does with that.
Once again, guys, just want to say that our main broadcaster had some issues concerning Siege. Currently, we're having to switch stream it. Yes, we are streaming it through Discord because Siege is a great game. Everybody thoroughly enjoys it, but we just want to go and get this game over with. Let's go and everybody make sure everybody can get the game and play it, and just go ahead and get over with the team. That looks actually that spot very interesting. The Valkyrie cams, really good. It's too late now, but it's whatever. We do see that kind of a default take coming out from Rapture. Drone work coming in upstairs while you got one guy pushing in from downstairs. It's always default take. No roamers actually looks like coming out from the True Uprising side. So that's kind of just going to give Rapture the entirety of advantage without really... doesn't allow Rapture the top two floors without not really contesting anything at all. Which is...
Jackal seemingly anticipating someone on server stairs here. Sees the footprints, but there's actually nobody there. Rapture's a little spread out for my liking personally. They seem to have one guy lobby, one guy, top square, and then three guys together. And True Uprising seems to have taken a page out of Rapture's book because they're all downstairs.
Ski Boza is
Bomb located by attackers.
currently... I don't understand what Ski Boza's doing right now. Well, it looks like he's just playing on server rack, but I still don't understand the shotgun pick. It's okay. We'll hear some big bangs out of him recently, but
Interesting to see the Hibana replacement being Maverick and getting the hatches and trying to get some lines of sight down in the objective so that they have some top floor presence to be able to rain down some hell on the defenders below.
yeah, with the Hibana being banned, it's kind of hard to open up the hatches, which is really, once again, it's really important to be able to open up the hatches on Bank. But we do see 50 seconds as Z2's only able to pick on the Ski. That's the Valkyrie shotgun down. That's the Nitro down without any
So
damage
much
going on the
utility.
side. Yeah, that's no damage on the attacker side. We do see the default server wall being open. Z2 is trying to find those Valkyrie cams. Doesn't look like he found any. Does see the Pulse, however, inside of Vault, who looks like he actually will become very important in these last few seconds of the round, as one smoke does come out, as the
What
Nitro
a Nitro Cell.
will land actually onto the Thermite. That's their planner down. 25 seconds left. 4v4 situation. 2 smokes left, as one smoke from the Jackal. Looks like we might see a plant coming out, as shots do ring out through the smoke. None will land, as Mag's able to get the pick onto the Mute. As
Plant will go down.
As bombs going down, PS4 is going to be able to get the pick on the Pulse. As the Valkyrie. As Z2 is able to get the finish up the round and get the last 2 picks. That's 2-4 now in favor of True Uprising still.
I have to say, I don't want to jinx it, but it seems like the roles just completely turned that round. It's 3 ADSs, a Mute Jammer, Barbed Wire, completely invested in that server stack with that Valkyrie, a camera watching so that she can control the angles, that Spaz 12 so it's close quarters, and I mean, Rapture just rolled right over into the site. Smoke tried to deny them, but at the end of it all, they just had the manpower to push through.
I said...
Again.
Said that it kind of came down to True Uprising really hasn't been that team, so they really don't have that many solid strats. And I think the Valkyrie shotgun, how they're holding lockers, or I'm sorry, not locker, server rack, kind of proves my point a little bit. But I do want to point out also the fact that whoever was playing the Pulse and the Smoke and just the general plant denial, except the really good Nitro coming out from the Mute actually. I think that was Steve. That was really good Nitro play from him. But the Smoke looked like he just kind of didn't time his smokes right and couldn't really stop the diffuse. And same thing with the Pulse. Doesn't look like he was actually calling out the diffuses at a good rate. It's something that he's kind of got to look into. more as you get more and more as a team, the longer and longer you develop, those things kind of hammer out. That always comes with being a new team. You kind of have issues with stuff like that. You know, bad calls. You're still like learning your teammates. And
Absolutely. It seems like on attack they were able to kind of bond together and just, force their way, top down and just work their way into the sites. And on defense, it just seemed like they were so spread out that they couldn't help each other. And so just one by one, they got picked off until it came to the cluster at the end. And then at that point, they just got steamrolled.
Yeah, and that kind of comes, like I was saying, with such a balance or such a team that's stuck together for so long, like Rapture, versus a team that, like I said, has been basically put up on the spot. It's showing now, hopefully. As we do see, it's still a 5-2 favor inside of 4 True Uprising, though, which could mean disaster for Rapture, as we do see the default take. Actually, it looks like we have some... looks like we do have some rope presence upstairs with the Doc. I can't tell if that's Skiboza. Actually, no, Skiboza's on the Legion, as Doc is taking some damage, however. That's Sunuku, as Sunuku will go down, but might not be able to get the revive, as PS4 able to take out his kill.
I'm almost sad that we didn't see that from Zophia's perspective, because that had to be one heck of a pixel angle.
Very good shot coming out from her, exactly. It looks like she knows it.
Little smiley face. There you go.
As we do see, Wick actually, is that a wallbang onto the mute?
Looks like it is. Possibly a jackal track into a shotgun and then a spray down. So
looks as well though. Skiboza able to get the trade on the IQ. As you see Skiboza actually playing aggressive, might be able to get the pick on the mag here. Does not will rotate back down. Shots will not land, fortunately for Skiboza.
Baker, interestingly, up in conference. Either he's poised to win the round from this position, or he's going to leave his team to defend by themselves.
Everything should
a little bit interesting. I'm just waiting for this Maverick to peek. Very interesting position here. And Skiboza will land it. What a headshot. But PS4 will get NGK.
A 3v2 advantage. The attackers going into with a minute left. Some damage done to PS4, some damage done to Skiboza. Both teams are almost even right now, but you still do have your Echo up, which should be really good, as the server hall's not even open yet. That was really risky for the Thermite. I don't think they got the mute chamber, no. So Thermite's gonna have to re-peek to get that, and he's contested by Skiboza playing behind that A bomb. Nobody's really here to stop Skiboza either. As he is able to get the pick onto the Thermite. Skiboza left with 25 HP though. As he able to get the pick onto the Jackal as well.
25 seconds left. Diffuser's on the other side, and Zophia's on marble stairs. But it comes down to a 1v1. We have Echo versus Zofia. Echo has the information on playing from, but seemingly he knows where he is. Will he get the spray? And he will get it. PS4 winning the round for Rapture. Rapture looking just miles better than they were on defense. This is
the Rapture that I'm used to seeing.
This is definitely a different Rapture from what we were seeing in the first half of this game.
This is the Rapture that's able to, I almost want to say that's able to 6-0 any team. But, no, kidding. I guess it's 7-0 now. But that was a really good shot coming out from PS4, as always. He was able to get a pick on the Doc. He was able to get the final pick onto the Echo. Really impactful player coming out. But we did see Skiboza get the 2-piece, as we do see Skiboza sticking with that Legion. And, that's... I don't want to say Rapture won that round off of luck, almost. But Skiboza, or the defenders, were able to whittle that down from a 2v4 all the way down to a 2v1. And then it kind of just came down to poor positioning on True Uprising's part. So I don't know if this is... I don't want to say that this round should go differently if True Uprising is able to get their stuff worked out. Because typically, we haven't seen how they play. We don't know how they're able to adapt. But if they're shown here that they're able to adapt, that type of stuff shouldn't happen again. And this round should go to True Uprising.
Possibly. Scaboza was in a great position. Personally, I think that Maverick should have had him from the hatch, but he landed the shot and then just continued fighting, you know, towards server and landed the shots he needed to land. Absolutely. Getting that diffuser down in server just, I mean, almost doomed Rapture. If it wasn't for the fact that, you know, PS4 was able to come out swinging with that Sophia and land the shots that he needed to land, and then, you know, obviously had the information on that Echo, it would have spelled trouble for Rapture, absolutely.
Once again, we do see the default attack coming out from Rapture. Actually, it's PS4 will switch into the Sledge instead of Zofia, which is interesting considering how impactful he was. But you do see more of a roam presence coming in for True Uprising, so maybe Sledge was the better play here. We do see, though, Rapture going for the default take that they've done almost every round now. As Mag's going to be entering into the top of the square stairs. Jackal will get the ping as Z2 is able to get the pick onto Steve. That's the mute down in the first minute. With no damage done to the attackers.
It's one of those things that teams like Rapture just unspokenly have, that team chemistry. I mean, just a straight off Jackal track. They're entering together and then bam, right off his teammate's able to get the pick.
You can almost see here that they actually are droning out really well, and Z2's able to get the pick onto the dock. That's 2 picks down for Z2. As Mag's gonna get the pick onto the Jaeger, who looked away at the exact
play
wrong
from
time.
Jaeger. He sees the Jackal cross and doesn't even fire, and then sees him cross again and just lets him fire. He doesn't even shoot back. I'm not sure if he didn't think he saw him or if he just... maybe he got shook.
I think he just got siege timing, but as we do see, the attackers are in a 1 minute and 30... the attackers have a ton of time here going into the sort of like mid-round play that you're going to see here, where they try to get bomb down. As Z2 is the only one on the attacking side, actually, to have taken damage out of the 3 players that got picked, as Legion's going once again to be peeking the Thermite, but this time he is unsuccessful at it. Legion's stuck behind server rack, as we do see Hut throwing some flashbangs. IQ getting aggressive as Jackal does drop. IQ goes in, sees him, and will get the pick. What
a pinch play from Rapture there. Again, just that unspoken teamwork. The flash and then 2 teammates run forward, pinch him out. Now it turns into a 5v1. All they have to deal with is, once again, the Echo. But this time, the IQ's up. He'll be able to spot it right away. And looks like he does. That Yokai will go ahead and retreat. And Echo will have to play from Vault against 5.
20 seconds left. Bomb's going to be down. You see the Jackal pushing up. Looks like the Echo drone will fall. As we do see some players getting aggressive towards the Echo. As looks like the Sledge is all the way inside of B bomb. Echo does see the Jackal. Or no, sorry, no, that's the Maverick. As Maverick will take some shots. As he's able to get the pick on the PS4. 1v4 advantage. This is doable. As the drone comes out, there is drones on him. Rapture knows where he is located. As he does see the Maverick. Maverick will lynch.
Rapture's moved to post plant though, and this is almost all but wrapped up in favor of Rapture. Z2 will get the pick from above, and Rapture takes their 3rd round in a row.
Alright, one last time, guys. I just want to establish this. The game is being streamed through a Discord call because, like I said, our main caster got the 100% CPU bug with Discord. Or not, sorry, not Discord, Rainbow Six Siege. Something that it's just unfixable. So we are streaming through Discord call. We typically don't do this. So once again, sorry guys. Seeing that defense coming out from True Uprising, they had 3 people on the roam, only had 2 on site. Rapture has been roam clearing perfectly every round. And then they still try to counter that roam clear with, instead of, let's take, okay, so we're dying on the roam. Let's take the guy off the roam, or make him roam in a different spot. True Uprising's thought was to, instead of doing that, let's just put 3 or 2 more people up there, so we have 3 times the killing power, and it didn't work out in their favor at all.
Absolutely. I think Rapture had a similar problem in the fact that their first round downstairs, they just had no top presence whatsoever, and just allowed True Uprising to basically come down and just overpower them. And then that last round for True Uprising, they did somewhat of a similar thing and they changed their first strategy of, keeping everybody near sight and instead investing so many people up top that just got steamrolled by the entry. And so when it came down to it, it was a 2v5 and there just wasn't that much that True Uprising could do at that point.
You know, a really funny thing like I'm noticing about the Rapture the Rapture attack right now? They opted to take PS4 onto the sledge. I'm sorry. They took the Zofia down whenever they first attacked server. Then they switched the Zofia out for the sledge whenever they attack server again. And now it's Archives, like one of the most arguable sites where you need the soft breach. And this time they're bringing the Zofia.
Yeah, they seem to have pretty a standard setup. Oh, but PS4 gonna whip some shots, taking out the castle with a late reinforcement. This man is a master of these windows.
I don't know if the castle is not able to get his barricades up in time, but if those barricades were on those windows at that time, that would have really helped out the castle in that situation. Not to die.
Absolutely comes down to poor preparation on the castle side.
That's a perfect example of why you want those castle barricades up. As we do see, Maggot will get 2 on site. No, that's 2 upstairs. That looks like it was a double wallbang coming out from Maverick.
And just a repeat of last year, we're straight back down into a 5v2. True Uprising just seemingly falling apart on defense.
We do see the pings coming out onto the... Looks like it was the mute that's on site. You see the Jackal pings coming out on him, but it's still a minute 40 left, and then you only have... Looks like you only have two defenders left. As the Shotgun Blast will come out on the Mag, a very important fragger right now for Rapture, as there's all hell is breaking loose on the site right now.
Just so much pressure from the top floor onto the smoke, and he'll go down, and Mute will go down right after. Rapture just returned to form on attack, just absolutely looking like a completely different team.
Rapture... I don't want to say that Rapture is looking like... I mean, they're a great team, right? Don't get me wrong. They're like one of the best. They're literally like the top 3 best team in this league right now. But they aren't... They showed up to the defense of like this being unprepared, only getting 1 attacking round or 1 defensive round, which keep in mind, True Uprising still hasn't gotten. It's showing that they're not really like... I don't want to say... They're not really prepared for bank. But you are seeing I've talked playing against Rapture, and like talking to them in general. Whenever they're not doing well, what they tell Mag to do is to frag. And Mag's favorite operator is Maverick for fragment. Okay, I tried to make a pun. It didn't work out. Okay, I'm sorry.
It was a good attempt, but we will see those castle barricades
actually going up this time.
Immediately.
Good.
As they seemingly have learned their lessons from the last 2 times that PS4 got up there and took out an operator in the early seconds of the round.
It's really good. Actually, hopefully they're able to get the walls reinforced this time too, so Mag on his fragment... Okay, I can't. I'll stop, guys. Okay, I'm sorry. So Mag is not able to get the pick through the wall again. But... It's True Uprising. I would honestly say, in order to win this game right now, True Uprising needs to win this defense right here. But we do see PS4 back on the Zoff and Mag back on the Maverick. Like I said, oh wait, Maverick. There you go. I came up with. Okay, I'm sorry. We do see Mag back on the Maverick, who's still very potent operator. And we see Wick back on the Jackal yet again. Interestingly enough, though, you don't really have like any of that hardcore counter to bandits or mute charges, which
just narrowly missing that castle's head through the wall.
Narrowly. 2 minutes in, though, not the usual grab shot. We're seeing him get 3 picks in the first minute. Sadly, as we do see Mag, though, almost landing some shots in the man's through the wall. Actually, no, that was reinforced. Shots could not have gone through that.
It seems they're getting a little bit more set up to apply pressure on this site. Instead of just kind of rushing in and trying to frag their way out, they're trying to get some crossfire set up. You see they've got 2 on these CEO windows. Got some guys entering downstairs. They're trying to pinch them together. They realized through their drone work that True Uprising decided to kind of turtle themselves down a little bit more instead of dedicating half their team to the other side of the map. Maverick, though, whipping a little bit of sight of shots towards the bandit's legs. Thermite will go ahead and get the walls, and he's in a terrible position right now. He's going to rush through. Get the frag! That's Diffuser down.
We'll be able to land shots on the Maverick as Maverick does land shots back. Echo Drone coming in for support as PS4 is able to get the pick on the Skaboza. As Mag's also able to get the pick on the H-Jack. Looks like a minute left. A 4v3 advantage for the attackers currently. As Wicks on in as PS4 is able to get another pick. That's the Echo down now. Smoke's coming out.
Once again, Rapture has the man advantage, though so much damage done to the Zofia and the Jackal, but Jackal will go ahead and get the plant down with 50 seconds left. That's the castle down, and Jaeger's all the way downstairs. Rapture is poised with all the control in the world, and Jaeger will have one hell of a fight to get back. He'll get one, and he'll get the second. Can he find 2 more? The Jackal, I remind you, is severely hurt. Only 1 shot, possibly. One's outside the building. This is winnable.
We do see him taking up through hallway. There's a drone on him, however, the attackers do know currently where he's at. As some shots will ring out, none will land, however. We will see a confrontation as Jackal will see him and will take the pick. That's Rapture coming back with 5 unanswered rounds from True Uprising.
A little bit shakier round from Rapture that time, but again, just all the manpower in the world, getting those picks that are necessary, you know, setting themselves up to be able to cover each other. They are looking like a textbook attack team.
I don't understand what Sunuku was doing there in that situation. The guy, the Jaeger. Wait, was it Sunuku that was on the Jaeger?
I believe so.
Yeah, whoever is on the Jaeger, I don't understand. His entire team is dying on site, and he's crouch walking up main stairs.
You know, I can't say I could. I sometimes I'd really like to be able to say, you know, here's the explanation for that, but I got to tell you, you know, the only thing I can think of is maybe he thought somebody was coming lobby. You know, they've sent PS4 through lobby as Sophia in the early couple rounds. Maybe he was looking to catch her, but you're right. No, I mean, just completely away from the attack, completely away from his team, and just set up to have to completely retake by himself. And he got close, but not close enough. But Rapture will be on match point here, being 5-6, a total comeback. 5 unanswered rounds from Rapture.
You know, if Rapture coming back now, like I said, this is kind of, I don't want to say proving my point, but it's proving my point of Bank being a very attacker-sided map, especially when you do not have strategy for the defense, which it seems currently like that's really what both teams are struggling from on the defense. But, like I said, considering that Rapture's been together so much longer, they know how to attack better as a team, which will always be better than if you just play together. We do see here, though, as the Pulse tries to go for a cheeky spawn peek on somebody running up sewers, but unfortunately will not be able to. 2 minutes, 30 seconds. None of the Rapture people look like they have entered the building, but looks like they're trying to slow it down a bit. Really good. Not really what they needed, though, as we do see Mag actually being droned into the upstairs currently.
Once again, just questionable defense. Bank is definitely a map that is, you know, almost default. You know, there's quite a bit of creativity you can pull with it, but for the most part, you know, there's a fairly standard setup for Bank defenses. And I have to say, just the lack of upstairs presence from both teams, you know, when they defend the basement is surprising. You'd think they would realize, you know, offering so much time to drone and so much presence in the, you know, ground for them to cover upstairs, and letting themselves be pressured like that you think they would oh, but Scaboza proving me completely wrong that he can fire from below. That an IQ will peek the same thing and be lit up. Scaboza, this is his domain. Nobody's getting the A without his say-so.
Boza certainly does know how to play that Legion. As we do see Z2 being lit. Minute here going in to the final few... I can't talk. Sorry, guys. Final minute for the match round. Z2 has been reset as, once again, Hutt's wall has been muted. He's going to have to peek the Legion or to get this unmuted, and it's very deadly as we have seen this be in a situation before. Legion, see if he can see anybody in server rack. Actually, it looks like Thermite will be able to get the wall this time. Will not have to peek Fragboza, as Fragboza is trying to see if he can get a pick on the Thermite. We'll land some shots. We'll be droned out. We'll be rotating out of a bomb. 30 seconds going into as PS4 is able to get the pick onto the Legion. 30 seconds now. We see PS4 still playing on these stairs as the plant is currently being denied by the smoke grenades. As PS4 is able to get another pick onto the mute. IQ going in for the plant has to pull out the goo mine, however. Looks like the smoke was messed up. As Wix is running into sight, well, does see the pulse. We'll get the pick on the pulse. We'll be able to see the smoke, looks like, as plant should be going down, as Nig will get the pick onto PS4, and the smoke will get the pick on the Wick. 2v2 right now. True Uprising with the health advantage, as Hutt's gonna have a drone on bomb and will play his life like it's the last thing he's ever lived. Look, he's gonna be rotating all the way around the upstairs hatch, possibly? Yes. As next gonna be trying to go for the retake here. Does not see anybody, however, as both attackers are playing behind. Halftime here, as he will peek that Q and will fall 1v2 as... Oh, I can't see his name. Yes,
Thermite. The hatch.
Thermite
that
will get the last
is a GG. 6 unanswered rounds. What a comeback by Rapture.
Rapture once again proving how good of a team they truly are. Once again, guys, if you guys want to stick around, we're going to be doing interviews here soon with the winning team. You guys will stick around, come back. Sorry once again about like everything that happened. Here's the scoreboard for all of you beautiful peoples. And I'll see you guys later. Alright guys, I'm going to hop in here with the boys here in a second. The winner, Rapture Esports. Great team, great comeback. Gonna see if our secondary caster is gonna hop in with us. Once again, I'm gonna lead the stream up for a second, see if you guys have any questions for the guys. Definitely gonna ask them. See if our caster can figure out how he wants to play this. Tell him to hop in general chat real quick. Like he is gonna be smart enough to go there. There you go, Pro. We're all be able to see the boys here. Any questions for you guys? I'm gonna let you guys ask them now. See what's up. Maybe you guys don't. Maybe you guys do. You guys in there a minute or so. Anyway, though, that was a really fun game to watch. Really fun game to cast. Once again, sorry for everything that happened with the stream in the beginning. Try to get it fixed as ASAP. And we did. We got it fixed. We were able to figure out what it was. Sorry we had to cast through a Discord call. Sorry the quality was bad. Once again, we're still trying to get stuff figured out. Looks like I actually am gonna go and hop in there with the boys real quick. Go and see what's happening.
Excited.
Hello.
What up?
Hi
Yo.
guys, dude. Sorry for all the issues we had with the stream, brothers.
25 minutes in between rehosts.
Don't listen to him. It's whatever, dude. It's all
I
good.
got a little bit
fine.
of tea hunting. We're good.
Yeah, I mean, I figured you guys needed it, but it's
I mean,
okay.
obviously the reset was worth it.
It was a tactical timeout. That's all.
All right,
So we all
so
talked about.
I
Yeah.
have one question, right? What was your guys' thought going bank? Out of all the maps you guys could have gone, why go bank?
We're just a bunch of ranked gunners. We need to learn how to play the other way. So
I mean, I feel you, dude.
that was sarcasm.
For real though.
Well, I mean, initially we picked bank because our attacks recently, every time we've done bank in a scrim or such, have been super steamy. So we kind of picked it in the favor of the attacking side,
Yeah.
not so much like the defensive side of it, which is obvious because
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
We definitely thought we'd be up a little more on the defensive
Thought
side.
we were playing
the more rounds that
Lego
we got,
Siege.
so. But
Yeah,
they threw some
I-
things at us on defense that we weren't expecting.
Well, I mean, it always comes down, if you haven't really practiced bank as much as you've practiced other maps, and same goes to the team. That kind of happens. That's all the question. That's the only question I really had for you guys. Actually, well, no, I have one more. What was your guys' mindset coming out of that? Like, you guys were down 5-1. You guys went through that terrible rehost. What was your guys'
I'm pretty
head?
Better win our attacks.
I'm pretty sure it was PS4 that said 6 rounds in attack in a row. Let's get it. And
Alright.
yeah, well, the bread was bacon.
Yeah, we left the bread in the oven and we forgot it, so we had to come home and get it.
It was
obviously.
burnt on
Alright.
defense.
So-
But,
I mean, I'll hand you guys out a breadstick for this match at least. I'll give you that. That was a pretty good play.
We literally just heard an entire loaf.
All right. Well, okay. That's all the questions I had. Pro, I don't. Hopefully, Pro has some questions for you.
Yeah, absolutely. For one, y'all, it's like 6 rounds. I gotta tell you right off the bat, like 6 rounds in a row on attack just was beautiful to watch. You guys looked like a completely different team on attack than you did on defense. And I just got a question, did you guys have defensive strats, or did you really just kind of pull out some rank stuff and thought you could pull it out?
No, we definitely had defensive strats, but we came in very rigid with our strats, and they caught us completely off guard with the way they attacked. Especially the basement with getting vault hatch and the hallway hatch. We were really confused, and didn't really know where to have people and what to watch. So they caught us off guard for sure.
Yeah, I gotta say, I got a question, just the total lack of top floor presence. There's everybody in sight on those basement holds. I mean, you just let them completely just steamroll and take map control, and those hatches just seem to, fuck you every round. All right,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't say that on stream, can I? They just seem to mess you up every round.
You're good.
TOS.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, do you have another question, Pro, or?
Sure. PS4.
Sodded.
You're a freaking nut, dude.
I get everyone to look in memes. Thank you.
Sure, I'll go and check real quick. Can't show. All right. Okay.
Yeah, oh, man. Okay, yeah, I can't show that on stream, I don't think.
But yeah. All right. Yeah. I don't know if you answered this. Stupid.
What'd you ask? How to say?
I just said you were a nut. Man. I was gonna say.
Just a statement.
Yeah. Really good play from
Every
all you
time
guys.
I've watched y'all play, anytime I play with y'all, it definitely shows. You guys are very strong. And I mentioned this during the game on your attack rounds. You guys have this just chemistry with you guys. It's almost kind of unspoken. There's a couple plays like Jackal getting a track off, and then immediately the teammate with him would just pre-fire through the wall or peek the door and get that pick. same way, like that server stack. On one of your attack rounds under their basement defense, you guys had Thermite flash behind server stack, and then 2 guys pinch at the exact same time. And I have to say, like, I'm just so impressed with that team chemistry. And is that something you guys have worked on really hard, or is that just something that came natural to you guys?
A lot of us have been playing together actually since like Xbox days a couple years ago. So like we do have a lot of chemistry with each other, and yeah, we play with each other a lot. And
Yeah, it kind of helps when you don't hop teams every week.
Yep. All right. All right. Okay, dude. Rest in peace, Skaboza. But it was a fun match to spectate. It was a fun match to talk over. Sorry for all the technical difficulties. Got them figured out in the end though.
And no worries, man. Thanks for
You
hosting.
guys, you looking forward to any matches
oh my
coming
God,
up?
dude.
The next one.
The next one?
Yeah, the next time we
Any
get to
specific teams?
On to Cincinnati.
Whatever one's next, man. We're ready
All
for
right,
it.
boy. You know, don't worry about it, bro. By the way,
On to Cincinnati.
Mag, I thoroughly think you're probably I still can't figure out a good nickname for Maverick, but like I came up with Magvrick.
Rick.
No. I called him Magvrick, right? Because Mag literally only plays Maverick on attack.
So he thinks he's funny now, eh?
Hey, Rick Eddie, dude.
All right. Well, all right. See you guys. Once again, it's fun. Goodbye.
Thanks, dude.
All right, guys. We're gonna end the stream there. I didn't mean to start the music back. It was fun. It was fun, you know, cast this match. Re-ordered it 1,000 times. Yeah. We're gonna see you guys later. It was been damaging. And it's been RCR6.